Hello. Hello. Happy Thursday to both my mega selling artists and also the women entrepreneurs embracing wealth groups. I am so happy to be here. Also, I'm live on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube and you'd like to get more inside scoop of what happens, go ahead and come on over to the Facebook group. That's where a lot of stuff goes on throughout the week, not just here during our one day of live training. So welcome back to our live episode here every Thursday, 12 p.m. I'm Shauna St. James. I'm the founder of Mega Selling Artist and the Summit Seeker program, which helps female entrepreneurs really embrace their wealth. What do I mean by that? That means that you have systems that help you earn the profits that you need to have a successful business. And we do that with sales psychology or sales science, as I like to call it. Sounds complicated. It's really not. If you'd like to know more about that, of course, I would love to talk to you so we can chat later. In the meantime, today, what are we doing? What are we doing, Shauna? Today, we are talking about 4 proven ways to recession proof your business. Yeah, I think anyone that has been in business for a while, you can feel that there is a shift happening in our economy. So what do we do with that when we are experiencing a troublesome economy? We need to be able to adjust if we're going to be able to continue to thrive. So that's what we're going to talk about today. You're going to walk away with 4 ways that are going to help you do that. I want you to know that, no matter how frugal we are inside of our businesses, especially if you are an artist, we still have expenses. We still have increased costs, the real costs of running a business, right? Your supplies and your shipping costs are inflated. And the cost for running a website, if you're an artist, you pay for professional imaging of your artwork. But let's say you're in real estate, you still have costs and expenses there where you have your photographers come in and they do those amazing videos now with the drones and all those things. We still have a lot of advertising costs that we have to do. Our email service provider. And even if you're doing a DIY imaging, you're still paying for a software service provider to do all the editing and make those things all look good enough to put them on, right? On your products. Graphic designers, maybe you have social media managers. The list goes on and on. I have a couple more. Training. Well, we still want to continue to train and improve our skills. We always need to be growing and learning. So you're going to be doing that, where you're actually having to invest in your business constantly. Hey, hiya. I'm not sure who that is. It just says Facebook user, but I'm so glad you're here. If you have a bookkeeper, or maybe you actually have a marketing budget and your marketing costs and expenses are going up. All of these things, hey, Katrina, all of these things add up to our bottom line being that we need to have ways to recession proof our business so we can keep going, keep thriving, keep expanding. We need to be able to keep collecting leads and keep selling. This is not the time to back off in our business. I know a lot of people are afraid and get a little fearful of, oh, wow, I'm not sure I can do this, but I want you to know that you can. I am so sorry. I had no idea. My dog is barking at the lawn care people. So let's hope that she settles that down. Okay. So if you're not investing in your business and we're not making profit, it really just changes and it shifts into becoming a hobby. And that's not what we want to be doing as professionals. So to stay competitive, we need to have a few methods, a few things under our belt, so to speak, that are going to help us stay competitive and in the marketplace. Come here, Teach. Come here, good girl. Okay, so number 1, here's the first tip. We're just going to dig right in today. I guess if I am on my computer. So, StreamYard. I'm telling you what. All right. Number 1, the first one I want you to know, the first proven way to keep your business recession proof is to provide excellent, superior customer service. What does that mean? Like, what does that look like? Well, that really is about quick response times, right? Quick response times. If a person has a problem, if a person has a question, if your customer needs something, they want a quick response. It's proven that 80% of customers will just move on to someone else if they don't have a quick response time. I had one coach was talking about this, and she's like, well, think about it. If you have a plumbing problem, or if you have an electric problem or something like that, you call, right? You call up, or you're looking at the list of all the people. You make a call. If no one answers, you go to the next person. If no one answers, you go to the next person. So really, our response times really matter. That means that we may need to invest in some technology to be able to do that. Or maybe you just need a part-time team member. Maybe you need to hire a part-time VA that can help respond to those kinds of things. But we need to be able to improve our delivery times and our operations systems. Everything we need to do needs to be quick response times. All right. Number 2, and this one was really easy for most of us entrepreneurs. This should be the easiest one out there. Offer personalized products and experiences. Wow. Here's the stats that when I was looking this up, I knew this was important, but wow, this was even a shocker for me. So Forbes recently did a study, and it talks about the fact that customers, of course, are much more likely to purchase when they feel like their experience or their product is personalized. But guess what? 80% more likely to purchase. And there are 60% of people who said that if they experience like bad customer service, or they felt like the provider was not really paying attention to them as an individual, that they would no longer support them. They completely lose customer loyalty. Those are big numbers that can really matter to our bottom line. So I want us to be sure that we do that. So how do you get started with personalization if that's not something you've done? It all begins with really understanding your customers. This is where we have to know everything about our customers. We need to know who they are, where they are, and more importantly, what they want. What do they really want? What do they really like? What are their buying patterns? Their buying habits, their preferences. And then once you have all that, it's much easier to create a personalized experience that is going to be high value to that customer. It needs to be something that they think is important, not that we think is valuable, right? And they're going to love you for it. They're going to love you for it. So here's the best part. Of course, we know that when we know these things about our customers, it's much more easier to create rapport. It's easier to build that relationship and that connection that builds that know, like, trust factor. So personalized experiences and offers, that's how we're going to really stand out in the crowd when it comes to a downturn in our economy. Number 3, prove your worth. Prove your worth. What does that mean? It really means that we're going to lean into this and really embrace that mentality of it's a marathon, not a sprint. How does that translate? Really, that translate as we are going to show up consistently. This, like I said, this is not a time to back off. It's not a time to kind of get fearful. This is when we actually lean forward into our business and we go harder than we've ever gone before. Because for one thing, a lot of your competition isn't going to be doing that. And that gives you an advantage in the marketplace. Really gives you an advantage. So we need to show up consistently, and we need to show that we're trustworthy and we're in it for the long haul. We're not just this, fly by night. Oh, when it's easy and convenient, we'll be here for you. No, we're here for you no matter what. All right. What else do we need to do? We need to start leveraging. I think I addressed this when we're talking about really showing up for our people. We need to address how we stand out from the rest of the marketplace? What makes us unique? What makes our product? What makes our services unique and different from everything else out there? Sometimes that's really hard to identify. Hi. Sometimes that's really hard to identify, but that is the important feature. That's what's unique about all of us, especially if you're an artist and a creative. What is unique about how you provide your products and services to your customer? I've got Katrina. Yeah, thank you cards. Oh my gosh. Yeah, thank you cards are so valuable now to people. I actually have a whole study I've been doing on that about how much more people value like a written note card that comes in the snail mail, right? Versus other kinds of thank yous. A snail mail note card is very valuable these days. It's like gold. Working on your posting schedules. Yes, yes. Hey, it's Suzanne. Great to see you. Hi, Susanna. Okay, so you guys have the idea here, but how are your products and services different? And why does that make you better than the rest of the marketplace? Sometimes we're really uncomfortable with standing up and saying that, but we have to be putting that out there for people. They shouldn't have to guess. They shouldn't have to guess why we're better and why we can provide a better product for our people. Okay, last one, number 4, we need to become uber efficient. Uber efficient. That means that we need to have really powerful systems and strategies that are going to help us increase our profits, which all comes back down to, of course, what I love to do for all of my clients and for you here in our communities. It's all about having the sales psychology advantage. This really sets you up and gives you a little advantage over the rest of the marketplace when you understand brain-friendly sales processes and you have systems that make it really easy to sell because you're following a step-by-step formula. You're not trying to guess anymore. It takes the guesswork out of where to go when it comes to the sales conversation or what to do with that customer that says, hey, I'm interested, or even how to get customers interested. Oh, sales psychology. I get so geeky over it. It's so exciting to me. But this is where you need to have a really repeatable, step-by-step, streamlined formula to be able to go out there and find more leads, to know how to engage with them and connect with them so that they understand that you can help them, what you can help them with, how you help them, and then walk through those sales conversations. Yes, yes. Yeah, we always need to be constantly trying to improve that. I don't think we ever get it to where it's just so slick, right? We're like, oh yeah, no, I don't have to worry about this. We're always improving every level of our business. So for those of you who were here live, thank you for being here live. And I love it that you've dropped in and said hello. If you're watching this in replay, if you caught this in replay because, you're across the world or whatever, hashtag replay for me so that I know that you were here. If you would like to talk about anything about the advantage of sales psychology and brain-friendly sales, I would love to do that with you. We can sit down and create really a 6-step marketing plan for you that's going to help you do that, help you harness the power of sales psychology through a 6-step system. And we can sit down and do that. That's complimentary for all of our members, that are here who are in this community. All right. If that's interesting to you, I want you to hit hashtag plan, and I will be connecting with you. You can look for me in Messenger, and I'll be sending you a link to jump on my calendar. You just choose a slot, and then we'll get together and have a sales conversation on Zoom where I can really help you. What I mean by sales conversation is help you leverage your sales. I want you to be able to walk through that whole 6-step marketing plan and really have the sales conversations that are going to lead you to an increased income, right? Better sales. We want to boost your sales, and we want to really increase those numbers as far as understanding how to get your leads, what your conversion rates are, all those fancy things that kind of happen behind the business. That's what we do when we have sales conversations. So, all right, I will talk to you soon. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next week, and I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Talk to you later.